Welcome back to another episode of House of Aquarius podcast. It's your favorite Aquarius here. Make a wish. About to bring you another one. It's been a while since I did one of these love talk thingamabobber things, you know what I'm saying? But it's time to get back into it. Don't mind me, it's a little freezing out here. Someone caught me talking for a second. The wind just cut through my bones, you know what I'm saying? I'm a skinny guy. It's real easy to do that, you know? But warming up a little bit, about to go swing by the school quick, pick up my boy. This guy. What's that word doing? Playing wolf out fur. Just came over being sick, want to stay home another day. That's another day, it's irrelevant. My little Virgo kid doing that stuff. So, but to warm up here real quick, but to shoot off here. Love talk. I have two of them in the pendings. But I gotta do one. This one from like 2 weeks ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago. Because I talk about a situation. If you guys listen to, what was it? What's the last Thoughts of Aquarius? Or the one before that? One of them, I talked about this story in regards to this woman, the Leo woman, right? So she had asked me, because I didn't do it on the channel yet, because I still have some space of ones I missed. Leo woman, Cancerian man. Leo woman, Cancerian man. All right. See, me and her talked a little bit about this up there, so I gotta bring it back to you guys. So, as we always do, I like to drop the information. So first, as we should already know, we have a water sign. This is sponsored me, by the way. So I beat you in the back. Got the Cancerian woman being the female sign, the feminine sign. Sorry, not female sign. And Cancerian man being whoa, I keep that to that. Sheesh. I'm sorry, guys. Ignore that. The Leo woman being a masculine sign, with the Cancerian male being a feminine sign. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. Don't flame me, please. Don't flame me, guys. So that being said, so we have the external exploitations of the festivities of the energy of the Leo being more exuberant and being more outgoing in this situation compared to the internalization of the mental thought processes and all the good job and jazz of the Craparian, the Cancerian man. Okay. We have water sign with a fire sign. You know, those two things don't really mesh too well at times, you know what I'm saying? At times. That's why I break these things down so you guys can talk and see how things work at a different level other than this, oh, it's the fire sign, the water sign don't work, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? We don't work that here, right? We break things down. Now, that being said, last but not least, we have a cardinal sign with the Cancerian with a fixed sign in the Leo, all right? That dynamic there, interesting, right? So in that regard, we would imagine that the cardinal sign started to push the things to get these going, not necessarily pushing in regards to direction of movement, but pushing as in, I guess, setting the playground for which way we're going to operate in the situation, right? Fixed time be a fixed time. So as we always say, because this is the truth of one truth there is out in the zodiac. There's one truth that I keep on saying about this so much. Leo women are very strong, independent, and when you date a Leo woman, you are going into their world and you are going to be learning to take off your shoes and be respectful in her kingdom, not the other way around. It is a blessing to be given the credits to actually go into her household in the first place. Kingdom. All right. In this situation here, this Cancerian man is stepping into her kingdom. He has to be on his best behavior, otherwise he's going to get kicked out. That is basically what it is. All signs like that. Okay, if you're not the Leo female in the picture, you are going to be not necessarily in a submissive role, but you're going to be in a role of pandering up to feel equalization in regards to accepting the graces that she's going to bestow upon you. All right, that's how that works out in that sense. This coupling is interesting coupling because for the Cancerian man, this one thing that is very common with them is that they actually are definitively known as one of the homebodies of the zodiac. Because once they get their comfort zone of their shell in the home, they like to be inside that area and venture out as little as possible and bring everything back in towards them and hoard things and hold onto it very tightly. The crabby, clingy hands grip or stuff, you know. And in this situation here, I don't actually foresee that being too far outside of the norm. Cancer is a sign that likes to make sure before they actually jump out there and be more outgoing, in a sense, to make sure they feel safe and comfortable. They're going to, like Taurus, is going to do his best to build up his resources in his household and his comfort zone before they actually step out a little bit and reach out. So it goes like this. Here is that home, whatever, that comfort zone, and then they build around that and they get this nice and comfy. You know, they stretch that a little further, go a little further, get a little further out. You know, stretch things, and they go a little further out. That's how it is. So when they bring you inside of when they feel that they trust and respect you as a person, they are going to bring you inside of their domain. And the domain of the crab isn't as expansive or as easily not treadable on like the Leo females. All right, so Leo women come and go. It's the single, looking for love. They tend to be in our relationships because of that situation, but it's quick. Either you're going to get in, you're going to fit, or you're going to get the fuck up out of there as quickly as possible. That's how it is. I don't typically see Leo women in relationships that they don't want to be in because they have their standards of how they're going to operate their life. In this situation here with this male, this Cancerian man, chances are, I should probably say that. This is one thing. This is actually, the funny thing about this is actually a potential power couple in regards to finances. Because as we already know about our good friend the Cancerians, they are one of the money signs because they tend to be hoarders. Not necessarily that they'll always have so much lavish amounts of money, but it is very common for a sun sign Cancerian to actually hold on to money instead of spending. It comes with being a crab, the hoarder type. Not the crab, but actually the Cancerians are hoarder types. Once they get on, they tend not to let go. My favorite analogy of a character depiction of that is Mr. Krabs. You see all the time how stingy and cringy he is with his money and always trying to make sure he squeezes down the last, get everything he's worth out of everything he can. That's the stereotypical aspiration of a Cancerian, okay? At least in this situation, let's go to Cancerian male, okay? Known for having money. Same thing with Leo. Leo women, just Leo women, okay? Talking specifically Leo women. I can't say the same about Leo men. Kind of, I can. I have a few instances where I have kind of both sides. But Leo women tend to be, like I said, strong, independent, and like to have the stuff under control. Saving up money, it comes easy with them. And hold on to it. So like I said, this is actually a very good coupling for a power couple. Okay? So in that regard, finances is pretty good. If you about that money, and you like having money around, this is a good relationship for you. Alright? On to the emotional aspect of it though, alright? As I was just saying to my Leo male friend today, Leo is a sign that loves to give and be generous to other people. Loves to give and be generous, okay? But with this huge caveat. They have to feel like what they're doing is not being wasted. They're going to give to someone, and the person has to let them know, not necessarily reciprocate it, but they have to let them know through their actions, preferably not just the words, maybe both, who knows, I can't say, I'm not Leo. But have to let them know that what they're doing is being appreciated. Otherwise, they're not going to feel like they're being appreciated, and Leo is a sign that needs the adulation. If you're not giving them the adulation, they're going to bitter up and soak up and brood upon the feelings of the potential of you not appreciating what they do, and which is going to tear them apart. And when they tear them apart, then the claws come out and they might tear you apart. Not really in a jumping at you kind of way, but things are going to be a lot more tension filled. There's going to be a little more anxiety around for you potentially. Potentially, I can't say for definitively, you know, but that's how it is. I was about to say Cancer is a sign that is actually very, all the signs for the most part are very, what's that word I'm reaching for? Sensitive to the emotions of others. I can't think of the word of that for now, but that's what I'm trying to say. And that's actually very true. It is, they do feel how others are feeling, and they have a better ability to adjust off of that. Because Cancer, all water signs are romantic types, okay? Not saying that you're a Cancerian man or female may be a romantic type, but they have the capacity to be so easily because that is how it is. When you're running through emotions tend to bend people towards being that way easier. But there's also another thing too to come with the Cancerians, that they come to have that nasty moniker of being bipolar, right? Air quotes for that. I missed that. That was thought question there. And so with that, they're very snappy. So there are times when out of nowhere the anger just come out and jump at you. That's probably because something you did, and they were brooding as well. So in this situation, one thing that's very bad for this coupling is that both of these signs are brooders. And when the brooding happens, it's going to build up anxiety and tension that the other may feel. More likely that the Cancerian male is going to feel more of the emotional anguish coming from the Leo woman, and hopefully react off that. And try to depend into that, try to calm that down a little bit. So that actually might be a good thing if that's the case. If he's that kind of Cancerian, for where he's actually going to try and pander to your emotional distress, that's going to be great, because that's exactly what the Leoian woman needs. That reassurance and that gratitude given back to her for the things she's doing. That's very, very important. However, that's going to be probably heavily one-sided in that regards. Nothing against my Leo women, but Leo tends to be more a sign that is not very bending, because Leo is one of the signs that tends to be more in control in relationships. And so there's actually come another thing that's actually very, not necessarily control, but they're more domineering. And so, like I said, for you, if you're dealing with a Leo, you're probably going to be one that's going to be bending to their will more often than not. Or they'll probably be butting heads. But that, again, is subjective, because I remember my comment before about the Leo men, or Leo women, okay? Just put that Leo men sometimes be a little more submissive and giving, and don't really, they're more, yeah, perfect way to put it. Leo men tend to be more male lion than female lion. And the Leo women tend to be more female lion than male lion. If you know the analogy there, male lions tend to be more, I do my thing on just my kingdom, rah, rah, rah. However, I'm lazy. Women go get my food, okay? Whereas the women go do all the work and they dominate, they control things, and give all the people pat paws to anyone they need to give the work to, okay? And then just not going to give it to the man, but in the situation though, if the man can't stand up for himself, pity pat, pity pat, pity pat, pity pat, you know what I'm saying? That'll probably be the case. So, like I said, the more domineering, if this Cancerian man isn't going to be alpha type, then he might get ran over emotionally until he gets kicked out, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, it's going to be a give and take. This male here is definitely for this relationship to work, okay? Because this is not one that actually is necessarily the best in regards to long-term success, unless, like I said, this female is being pandered to by this romantic Cancerian male, and the Cancerian male is potentially giving up his need to be in control and follow her lead. That sounds rough saying now, but that could potentially be the case. If you guys if you're currently in that situation, or you see someone in that situation, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm very curious about that, okay? Because that's my current thought would be more often than not, okay? But this is, like I said, it's every relationship can work. Like I said before, every relationship can work. However, this one has a higher chance of being a little more negative than positive, depending on the mindset of each one. Chances are she's going to be more dominating, controlling, and he's going to have to give in. Oh, there's another thing too. I mean, talk about things like the extra being more homebody and wanting to go out. Okay, fire signs like to do fire sign stuff, move around, keep moving, energy, blow itself up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times more outgoing than inside, and that's a big conflict, especially later on in life. Because early on in life for the Cancerians, that's not too much of an issue. They might want to be out a lot more, do some more things than outside, which as they become more older though, that's going to dissipate. And they want to do more things sun sign related, which be more stay at home, stay around what they know, bring everyone to them and not go out so much. And that's going to be a conflict of interest for, be a conflictuing thing, for the little woman, if she is actually the type that wants to be out and about and go soon do things. And if that's the case, which might tend to be standard, because sun sign stereotypicalness is gotta be out flamboyant and showing their lavishness. There you go. Actually, that's the word. Look it up. Lavishness. Let's get it. So yeah. Not saying that all little women are flamboyant and all that kind of stuff, but just saying this is how it be right now, right? So all that being said though, it's actually not this is a company that said it's not bad, it's not great. If I had to go on a scale, I would think this one actually for short-term success. Actually, I think the short-term is a lot shorter, a lot smaller, lower than what I think the long-term success would be. Long-term success, I think might be like a 42%. It's not bad. Like I said, things aren't bad, but it's not really that great in regards to how things are handled. The things are handled, like I said, with the ability for them to be considerate of the other person. The male more so than the female. The Cancerian male more so than the Leo woman. Then things are more like they work. Now, I'm not saying all Leo women have to be like selfish, narcissistic type of stuff, and I'm not saying that whatsoever. But the sun sign tends to be more lenient that way. And unfortunately, at the core, that tends to come out stronger as time goes on. Because I love my Leos. My Leos are great. But in relationship, for me, We're gonna butt heads. But I still love them though, you know what I'm saying? Still love it. So like I said, this company's not bad. The company's not bad. It takes work though. It takes a lot of patience. That's no more thing. It's gonna take patience for both of them. Because when the male blows up, there's gonna be an issue. Especially if the little woman is like, that's great. These are my rules. This is what I want. If you're gonna build with that, then F you. Or I'm going to a living room where this is that, you know. And then sulk. Someone's sulking somewhere, okay? And the vice versa for the male, okay? If he's not willing to bend or just try and be more take instead of help, give, then there's gonna be more towards that too. So either way, it's pretty rough at the end of the day. And so I do hope that you find yourself in a situation that everything is pretty good. It runs pretty smooth. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this, or what you think about if you know someone going through this relationship itself. So give me more insight towards this, because like I said, everything I'm doing is based off sun sign only. So I'm not talking about the other aspects of the chart and stuff like that. But let me know down in the comments below if this helped you. Share this with your friends. You know what I'm saying? All the good job with that, because I much appreciate that. As always, my friends, stay classy. Be you. Make a wish.